Hello, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth and today I'm going to be doing the continuation of my collection series with a little bit of a declutter. And today we are focusing on highlighters, both cream and powder. I said I'd do them all together. So we're going to start off with the creams, and I have two here in the same shade. This is a backup. This is the PS Pro or Primark cream highlighter luminous finish in champagne. And they're supposed to be like a dupe of the Charlotte Tilbury ones. She was the first one, to be fair, that came out with them. But obviously everyone and their mother has got on the bandwagon since. And I personally love this one, hence for why I have a backup. And I also have it in another shade. Now this one claims to be a cream blush, but you can see from it there, that ain't no blush. That is a highlight. So this will be kind of my winter shade. But this is, I've taken off the sponge because they ick me out. But we will give you a little swatchy swatch. Come on, out you come. I think this one is fairly close to being finished. It's going to be hopefully in a project pan. Oh, good. Mustard in a project pan next year. Oh my god, that is such a bad swatch. I swear it's more subtle. You only need the smallest little bit. Blends out beautifully and it sits on the skin lovely. There's no glitter particles really in it that I have noticed. I'm actually going to see if I can zoom out a bit. Is that better? That's better. There we go. And this is the darker shade then. So this one, let's see if we can get a little less. Don't be rude. So as you can see, that's very golden. So definitely more of a summer shade for me. Lovely on the décolleté, and you know, around the shoulders, things like that. Really, really pretty. Really enjoy these. Which one are you? You're this one. Let's turn you off. Oh no, the top came off. And that is, yeah, this one is definitely going to be project pan material next year. Hopefully it'll be finished fairly early. Another one I have is from Wycon. It is a Italian brand, very similar to Kiko in my opinion. This is the Sunset Light Liquid Highlighter in the shade Gold, 01 Gold. Really like this, it's very pretty. Seems to have a bit more of a subtleness to it. Again, I use a fairly dense brush, well, not too dense I suppose, a small kind of brush, something like that, to buff these in onto the skin, and I just feel it gives the most beautiful look to the skin. Really, really, really enjoy it. So yeah, that was a good purchase this year. Bought it in Italy this year, very happy with it. And the last cream one I have then is actually from Kiko, and this is the Beauty Roar 3-in-1 All Over Luminizer Gel. And this one I don't like. Now, I did take Michelle's advice and used a spatula to kind of mess it up a bit. That's not the word I'm looking for. My problem with this is it stays, it's nearly like a glossy finish. I know they all look shiny, but this one stays kind of tacky on the skin, and it just, I don't like it. Simple as that. I just don't like it. My hair sticks to it, and it's just, I just don't like it. Just no. Had it in a project this year, so I gave it a good go, but no, don't like it. So this one is actually going to go, and I'm going to be keeping these 4, which is like, seriously, probably one of my smallest categories in my collection. Next up, we're going to move on to the powders. And in the powders, I'm going to try and start with my oldest, which would be this one, which is actually not a Franken, but I just rehomed it in here. This is from the Hourglass Ghost palette, I want to say, and it is in the shade Strobe Light, or Iridescent Strobe Light. And when I first started using this, I didn't like it at all because I felt it was very, very sparkly, a lot of glitter particles. But that seems to just be an overspray on it, because once I got past that top layer, it turned into a really beautiful highlighter. One that I really do enjoy. It gives a really subtle, healthy glow to the skin. Doesn't, you know, you don't look like you've that stripe of highlighter on you. I really, really like it, and I'm glad that I persevered with it. My next oldest would be this one from Becca. It is the Rose Quartz, isn't it? You are called the Shimmering Sun Perfector Pressed in the shade Rose Quartz, yes. And I adore this one. It's like a pinky beige, and it's just so stinking pretty. I've tried other Becca highlighters. I tried Champagne Pop, Opal. I think there was another one, I can't remember now. But this one for me is the one that is the most beautiful. And the packaging, of course, is just stunning. So that'll be staying. And I actually have a little mini that Rita from 10 Red Lipsticks decluttered to me. And I just love it. It's so cute. Look at the little size of it. And the packaging is just adorable. I love it. So they will be staying. Next up would be my Pixie by Petra. This is the Glowy Gossamer Duo in Delicate Dew. Another one I nearly decluttered a couple of years back, and then I put it into our project and ended up loving it. So this one is a tad more intense, but it doesn't need to be. You know, with the right brush buffed out, it looks very pretty. So this shade I kind of use in winter. This shade I use in summer. Still a bit dark for my face in the summer, but I do love it again on my shoulders, on my décolleté, areas like that. I think it looks extremely pretty. So I'm keeping that one. Next one is the Revolution Pro. And this is in the shade Opalescent. It's the skin finish. So I have Luminescent as well. And I use that as a finishing powder. This is a tad dark for... Oh, rude. This is a tad dark as a finishing powder for me, but it is lovely as a subtle summer highlighter for me. You notice I say the word subtle a lot because that's the kind of highlighter that I enjoy. So this again blends beautifully onto the skin, really meshes well, and just gives you that lovely healthy glow. And yeah, it's a winner. Look at, I'm not going to lie to you guys, there's going to be very few declutters from my highlighter collection because I do enjoy what I have. The next one is the Essence. This was one that I got from Kim from Teacher Loves Beauty. We did a little swap. She gave me all American brands. I gave her all Irish brands. And this one is, you know, the classic Essence Pure Nude Highlighter in the shade Be My Highlight 10. And we couldn't get this here in Ireland, which is really strange because it's a German European brand. Don't know why it never came out here, but it never did until more recent times. Not as this name, I think, what was the name of it? Make Me Glow, I think it was. It's Glow Time. But I decided to keep the original because everyone knows this one, and I just waited so long to get it. I'm so happy to have it. Again, it's a tad darker. You can barely see it because, again, it's subtle. It's a subtle highlight. I'm going to say this a lot. Maybe I was going to say take a shot every time I say subtle, but don't, because you'll be absolutely ossified. Tad dark for me in the wintertime, so this is more of a summer shade for me. Next up would be my e.l.f. one. So I got this as a gift with purchase. Thought I'd be decluttering it the minute I got it, but no. It is the baked highlighter in the shade Moonlit Pearls, I think. Yeah, Moonlit Pearls. And I know Steph loves this as well. And it's actually a really nice highlighter. And I say that because it was a free, do you know, it was a freebie, so I don't kind of expect much from freebies for some reason. But it is actually quite beautiful. Does give a lovely glow to the skin, and yeah, I'm going to keep it. The next one I have would be, now this one I think I am going to declutter, even though it is very pretty. The reason being is it's a pan without a home. So it goes in with my eyeshadows and stuff like that in my magnetic palettes. And I just never reach for it. Unless I put it in a project or that, I just don't reach for it organically because it just, I have no interest in singles. It's where all this stuff goes to die. It does have a lovely shift to it. But I do have another one that I'll show you now in a second that has a lovely shift to it too, which I think I would prefer to keep. So I'm going to actually let this one go. It's from, sorry, I never said, it's from Cleona Cosmetics and it is Fuse. So that one is going to go. The one that I was talking about, this is this one here. It's the Laura Geller Diamond Dust Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in Diamond Dust. And this was another declutter from Rita. And I've always wanted to try these Laura Geller ones, but they're quite pricey, I felt, for what they are. But I am glad I have it now. So I should have done it next to the Cleona. So it has, again, just this little shift to it, which I think can be very pretty, especially as like a blush topper. If you're wearing a very matte blush, I think something like this is lovely on top, just to lift it a little bit if you don't like matte blushes too much, which I don't. I prefer something with a bit of glow. So this helps with the 1 or 2 matte brushes I do have to kind of give them a bit of a lift. And I do, it's very pretty. I'm glad I have it. And then the last 2 are the newest 2 that have come into my collection. I'm not really sure if this will stay in this category or not. These are both from Sephora. They're the Colourful Luminizers. And I got the shade Sparkling Honey and Pink Flash. I bought them when I was in France this year. And I bought this one first, I think, and then I went back and I bought this one because I just liked them so much. This one is definitely a highlighter for sure. Let me fit you there. So again, quite a golden shade, but this is the Pixie one. This is a smoother formula, I feel like. Maybe down the line the Pixie will go, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I really, really like it. Lovely shade in the summertime. This one, I think I might move it to blushes. I don't know, because it is more of a blush topper, I suppose, for me, because it's very pink. Yeah, see, it's very pink and very dark. So I think actually this will move to my blush drawer. So we won't count it as a highlighter. You might see that again when I do my blush collection. And that is it for highlighters. I thought it would take me longer than that to go through them, but it has not. So we've put one into a different category and we have decluttered 2. Not a lot, but I'm not decluttering for the sake of decluttering. So I have, what did I say? I have 4 cream highlighters and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 powder ones. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'll never get through these. You know what I mean? It's just not going to happen because, let's be honest, you know, you only need the tiniest bit when you're highlighting. So, it's just not feasible really for me to use these up. What I would like to start doing, maybe hitting pan in some of them. And once I hit pan, maybe letting them go, you know, working from the oldest kind of upwards and see how I get on. Because it's just not feasible. I'm just not, it's just not, I've only got the one face, lads. I've only got the one face, so I can't, I can't do more than that. But yeah, what do you think? Do you think, of course it's excessive, but then there's other people that have more. I just enjoy them. I enjoy highlighters. I enjoy both the cream and the powder formulas. They're both very pleasing to me. I enjoy them immensely. And I love all the ones that I have. Don't need to buy any more. I just don't need to buy any more. It's as simple as that. Full stop. There shouldn't be any caveat there. Just full stop. Maybe cream ones. I might treat myself to one next year if I see one that I really like. I'm kind of looking at maybe the Say one. If you think you have that and you think it's nice or whatever. Because I saw minis. Kind of like Christmas ones. And I'm like, a mini would be good. But yeah, do you have any of these thoughts, opinions? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you think, Ruth, you're a mad woman? Obviously, that goes without saying. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll chat to you in the next one. Take care. Bye. Slán.